What's up, YouTubers? Your boy Dalyxman bringing you your weekly Q&A corner, which is usually on Wednesdays. The slogan goes, every Wednesday I answer your questions in under 15 minutes. It's not Wednesday, it's Friday. Circumstances stopped me from doing this on Wednesday, so I decided to do it on Friday. For today, the questions are coming from my Facebook page. I asked my Facebook fans to leave questions for this video, so I'm going to answer those questions in this video. None of them are going to come from my Ask FM page. I'm trying something different for this time, but in the future, in case I do this again, like my Facebook page, and you might get your question answered in a future video. So with that said, let's get started with the first question. What are your thoughts on the recent Bray Wyatt promos leading up to his match at WrestleMania? I think they're awesome. Honestly, you know, it's funny to me that Bray Wyatt is back to being, you know, strong, looking dominant, but it's only because of who he's facing at WrestleMania. They're building him up to, I'm going to assume, fight The Undertaker. I don't know that for sure, but it's looking like he's going to fight Taker based off of reports and based off of, you know, what the promos are saying. It has to be Taker. My favorite one so far has to be the Find Me promo, the Find Me Dead Man, which I did on my channel. If you have not seen that hype video on Dalyxman V2, go watch it. I think it's awesome, if I do say so myself. But no, for real, just check it out. Why can't we just get this Bray Wyatt all the time? Why does Bray Wyatt have to look strong when he fights Taker? Why can't he look strong because he's Bray Wyatt? You know? What I'm scared is they're only building him up to feed him to Taker. I don't like that. If he's going to fight Taker at WrestleMania, he needs to win. He needs to win. We need to start establishing new stars. Bray Wyatt needs a victory like this in his back pocket. Now, some of you who are fans of Taker might not like that, and I understand. But at this point in time, Taker has kind of reached a point in his career that I think he should just be letting people beat him, putting them over. If he's going to come once a year, let people start beating him. The legacy of the streak will always live on in infamy. Okay, it's over, but Taker is still Taker, and he can make stars. So, I enjoy the promos. Hopefully, it leads to Bray Wyatt coming out looking even stronger after WrestleMania. Next question. Thoughts on the double date segment on SmackDown and recent matches of Carmella at NXT? You're talking about the freaking Natalya and Tyson Kidd, Cesaro, and Uso, is it Jey Uso segment? I didn't have much to say about it. I saw it on YouTube. I didn't see it live. It was cool. That's all I can really say. As for Carmella, I like her. I kind of wish they would do more with Enzo Amore and Big Cass, besides them being her backup men or her bodyguards. I want to see them get back into the tag team division and start kicking booty. I want to start seeing that because they're an awesome tag team. But as a personality, I think she's cool. I think she's good. Do I see her as like an NXT Women's Champion? Not so much, but over time that might change. I like her. I think she's cool. You know, maybe she'll get better over time. That's the place to do it. That's why NXT is there. So, yeah. I like her. Seeing as Levy Stadium is one of the most technologically advanced stadiums in the world right now, do you think the WWE will take advantage of this and integrate the WWE app into WrestleMania? That's a good question. They could. If they do, I want to see how. I mean, I can imagine them having these, like, exclusive segments with these legends on the app, and the only way we can see them is through the freaking app. and nowhere else, and it'll look awesome. They might do something with the stadium to make it look even more awesome. So, hey, man, the possibilities are endless. I mean, go all out. It's WrestleMania. It's the place to do it. Might as well, right? So let's see what happens. Now with the rumor of Ziggler and Ryback teaming up, oh God, what do you see Daniel Bryan doing if he doesn't defeat Roman Reigns? That's a good question. You know, I was all set to accept Daniel Bryan not winning and going on to fight Ziggler. I was fine with that. Now that he might not fight Ziggler, I don't think I'm gonna be happy if he doesn't win, because it's no longer about, and someone asked this question, and I'll get to this in a second. It's no longer about Daniel Bryan winning. It's about what Daniel Bryan is gonna do going into WrestleMania. I don't want to see Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus. That is a match that I am not gonna be happy with, and that's not gonna really work for me. Okay, I was fine with Daniel Bryan versus Ziggler. I was content with that. I was happy with that. If that's not going to happen, you got to do something with him. There's got to be something else you can do with Daniel Bryan. I don't know, man. Ziggler and Bryan was the better option. If it was not going to be Bryan in the main event, I felt like he should have just been... I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see what they do with him. I don't want a triple threat. Because here's the thing. People complaining about, oh, it's the same thing as last year. It will be the same thing as last year if Bryan gets inserted into the match and it becomes a triple threat. Then you can complain about that if it happens. But, you know, Bryan versus Lesnar is not the same thing as last year. Yes, it's similar, but it's not the same thing. You know, and to all the arguments of, well, he's main event the show before. Yeah, complain about that with Austin, with The Rock, and John Cena, and many others. Triple H, Randy Orton. So, I don't want to hear it. Thoughts on Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin. The gold standard returning. How long is it going to take for him to come back? Seriously, I'm just waiting for him to come back here, man. Seriously. Bring him back. He's awesome. I feel like this is a guy that could have been world champion, whether he wanted to be it or not. He's a great talent, and I feel like he could do so much for the WWE. Shelton's awesome, for sure. If Roman does beat Daniel Bryan, do you see him becoming champion at WrestleMania and staying champion for a while? Or do you see him being a transitional champion for Seth Rollins? Ultimately, it doesn't matter who wins between Bryan or Reigns. I see Seth Rollins walking out as champion either way. Honestly, when it comes to Roman Reigns, I don't see him beating Brock Lesnar. People are telling me that he's going to beat Brock Lesnar. I don't even see that. I don't see Lesnar walking out as champion. I think Seth Rollins is going to cash in and beat him. But whether Reigns wins or not, he's not walking out as champion. Whether Bryan wins or not, he's not walking out as champion. Seth Rollins is going to walk out of WrestleMania the world champion. I can see that happening. I think that is the ultimate goal. So, you know, even if he does hold that championship after WrestleMania, I don't see him holding it for very long. Probably give him like a couple of months. I'm hearing rumors they want to do a CM Punk-like reign with Roman Reigns and have him hold it for over a year. That's going to piss a lot of people off, guys. If we're going the CM Punk route, Roman Reigns will hold that baby until after WrestleMania 32. Is that what you want? Is that really what you want? I know there are a lot of Roman Reigns fans, but I don't even think they want him to hold the title that long. Just saying. But thanks for the question, man. Have you played WWE Immortals? No. Just hasn't really interested me. Yes, it's the same graphics as Mortal Kombat and Injustice, which I have, both of them. But I'm just not interested in it all that much. You guys tell me, is it good? Should I play it? In my opinion, the Roman Reigns heat has cooled off drastically in the last few days. Do you think the Memphis crowd can live up to the supercharged Philadelphia crowd? I just wrote about this on Facebook. And someone else asked me this question too, in terms of how do I feel about the reports coming out about Daniel Bryan being scheduled to lose to Roman Reigns. So I'm just going to answer both of them right here. It's a rumor right now, but I've said it before. I would be perfectly content with Roman Reigns winning if he has a very interesting, engaging character. Like, I got a glimpse of it this past Raw. That silent, take no nonsense, badass, I'm here to kick ass. I don't care about what anybody says. You can hate me, you can love me. It's all about me. I'm the shit, and I'm going to prove it every single night. If that's the Roman Reigns we get, I'm all for him beating Brock Lesnar. I'm all for him beating Daniel Bryan. Based off of the report, or the rumors going around, the WWE doesn't seem to be changing anything. They don't seem to want to change how he is right now. They're going to go with the same old John Cena booking of him. And I think that's a dangerous way to go about it. Do I think they're going to cave? I'm not going to say they're not. People are assuming that, well, they're either assuming or they don't want the WWE to cave. But I'm not going to sit here and say that Bryan is going to lose. If the crowds, and I'm not saying that they will, but if the crowds completely crap on Roman Reigns going into WrestleMania, and someone even mentioned that they look to be accepting him, which is cool, but if the dynamic doesn't change and the crowd is still pissed off at WWE and they continue to boo Reigns, and you have him beat Daniel Bryan in Memphis, which I believe is a super smart crowd, it's not going to go over very well. It's dangerous alone having Roman Reigns beat Daniel Bryan because he's a fan favorite. You know, I don't know if that's a good idea. The thing is, Daniel Bryan will make him look strong and stuff like that. But it's another thing to beat him and then have no direction for Daniel Bryan and then keep Roman Reigns the exact same way. I don't see that making anybody happy. That's why I'm just very disappointed that we're not going to get Ziggler and Bryan, because that would have been a good consolation prize for him not going to the main event. We're not going to get that. What is he going to do? And then Roman Reigns might not be the badass character we know he can be. So it's a lot of uncertainty surrounding the entire situation, and WWE needs to make up their mind what they're going to do with these two guys. I'm not saying cave. I'm not saying don't stay the course. If you're going to stay the course, go about it smartly. You know, don't go in a direction that you know the fans are not going to like. That's all I'm going to say about that. Let me see here. Do you think Damien Sandow can rise to the main event scene? Could happen. Only time could tell. I think his feud with The Miz so far has been really well booked. They kept it going since September. It's a story. I love it. It's good. I can't believe that, hey, long-term booking still exists in WWE. So, I mean, he could. Maybe he will. I'm not going to rule anybody out, so there you go. Thoughts on Seth Rollins turning face? Not very soon, but it could happen. I think he could play that role very, very well. If Bray Wyatt doesn't fight Taker, who do you think he will fight? Probably Sting. That's all. If Bryan doesn't have an opponent, he could fight Bryan. Because Bryan has yet to beat Bray Wyatt, and that could be the story. You can't beat me, Bryan. And that'll be another match I'll accept. I would happily accept Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan if we don't get him in the main event scene. Although I kind of want it to be Taker now because I kind of hyped it up on my channel, so we'll have to see what happens. Should Triple H and Sting at WrestleMania 31 have a stipulation? I guess maybe retirement if Sting loses. I don't know. Or retirement for whoever loses, period. If NXT had a match at WrestleMania, who do you want to be in it? Honestly, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. That would be the... Whoa. No, I take that back. Finn Balor. I would want a fatal four-way. Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Adrian Neville. Why? Because I want to see that awesome entrance that Finn Balor gives. But there you go. Thank you for watching. Catch you guys next time. Your boy, Dalyxman, signing off. Peace.